Petition is granted.
The end of Brian Banks' ordeal was marked by tears after a judge threw out the rape charge that had sent him to prison for more than 5 years.
My only dream in the world was to just be free and to have the same opportunity as everybody here.
He was a 16-year-old star linebacker with a full-ride scholarship to USC and had dreamed to play in the NFL when in 2002, a classmate accused Banks of raping her in the stairwell of their Long Beach high school. Although Banks insisted it was consensual and there was no sex, he told KCBS-TV that his defense attorney at the time gave him a choice: plead no contest to rape or risk a trial that could send him to prison for life.
When you go into that courtroom, the jury is going to see a big black teenager and you're automatically going to be assumed guilty. Those are her exact words.
He took the deal, went to prison, and had to register as a sex offender. He thought that was the end of it. But after he was released, came a surprise: a friend request on Facebook from his accuser, Juanetta Gibson.
I remember closing the laptop just like real quick and just like thinking, like, what did I just see?
So Banks arranged a meeting with a private investigator who videotaped the whole thing.
No, he did not.
Gibson later explained she hadn't wanted to say that publicly for fear of losing a $1.5 million settlement that her family had gotten after suing the school district.
I may not ever get the answers as to why I was supposed to go through what I went through, but I know that I'm here today and I remain unbroken.
Unbroken and working to get his life back on track. Those dreams of playing in the NFL, he says, might be realized yet. Lee Cowan, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Hello guys, welcome to this channel. This is Eli from Africa, and today we will be doing a video of a very bold topic which has been going on over the years in the United States, and this is about mass incarceration of the black race. There have been so many documentaries that have been done, so many people talking all around the world about whatever is going on in the US. There have been so many human organizations, human movements, human rights movement, I mean, that have come into place so that they can air out this problem that is in the US. As you have watched this video, guys, you are going to realize that this guy who is talking is in much pain. I feel like crying myself. I'm in the pain. I am just imagining if I was this guy. This guy has spent a whole whopping 5 years behind bars just of a case that was not well investigated by the attorneys in the US. US is the superpower of this globe, of this world, and we expect justice at its peak in the US. But what happens in this case? We have so many cases, we have so many complaints just among the blacks, or what can we say? And in the last many years that have passed, there have been cases, there have been people who have spent behind bars, people who have been in prison for life, in jail, for things they didn't do, just to be found innocent after spending 10 years, 30 years in prison. Do you think that's fair, guys? We've seen a lot going on. Okay, I don't take sides, and sometimes we have to hear both sides of the story, like the accused and the attorneys or the judge. In this case, I think thorough investigation should be done before accusing, before giving a verdict on a case that involves black people, not just black, even white people. But have you learned the number of black people in prison is 5 times less those of white guys? And America is a big country, of course, with a big population, and there are millions of white people compared to black people. Why are black people the most imprisoned race in the US? I can't understand this. In a population of over 250 million people, just black people make just a small percentage of that population. And why are they the most imprisoned race? Are they the people committing so many crimes? Someone may fail to understand what is it that is going on in the US. Do you think there is bias in how cases are conducted in the US? Do you think race plays a bigger factor while investigating a case in the US? What happens when a black and a white guy are found with the same guilt with the same case, or are guilty of doing the same thing, the same crime? How does the law apply? I've not done law, and maybe I'm not intending to do any degree in law. But what is it that is going on? This guy explains that he was accused of rape and there was no thorough investigation that was done before him being taken to jail. He spent 5 fucking years in prison. My goodness. What a waste of life. What a waste of a career. His career was shattered just because of someone of being accused of doing something. Just to be found innocent years later. What if it could have taken 10 years, 30 years to find justice for this guy? Why can't investigation be done before sending people to jail? Is the justice system in the US failing? I'm not here to defend black people or white people, but whatever I'm saying, it is fairness, justice for everyone. Let justice play its role. If someone is found guilty of raping, let him rot in jail, or let her rot in jail. If someone is found guilty of stealing or theft or something vulgar, let him rot in jail. But thorough investigation should be done before sending people to jail, because the justice system in the US is sending so many innocent Africans to jail. Please stop it. This can't continue the same way. The world is watching. I know we cannot. Many movements have been there, human rights movement, but it hasn't stopped this. This has not been stopped. But whatever, I'm pleading with you, please, please, please be fair. This is not a joke. We are joking with people's lives. I can't imagine if that could be my brother. Imagine that could be your son, your brother, your cousin, being sent to jail for 5 years of a crime that he did commit. Doesn't sound well, guys. It doesn't. I swear it doesn't. That was so uncouth of that attorney or those who conducted the investigation. Thorough investigation should be conducted despite of the race. I know there have been racial disparities in the US, but let's be fair with how we handle critical matters. We are joking with people's lives. We are killing innocent souls just because of the race they belong to. It's not fair. It's not funny at all. If at all heavens and hell exist, you people will be judged so harshly for doing that. I don't think if that resonates with a big country, I don't know what to say. There have been so many searches have been conducted that in 500 people in jail, 400 are Africans, are black. What's that? In a cell of 10 people, 8 people are blacks. What's that? 5 times the number of white. Is the black race the only race that is committing crime in the US? What does that imply? It's not fair. I admit that's not fair. The justice system should adapt ways and should come up with policies, measures that can improve the justice system in the states. It's no longer fair, it's no longer funny. This must stop. I don't know if I'm getting angry or whatever, but you'll forgive me, guys. I'm just getting emotional because I see my brothers and sisters in the US, in the States, in the diaspora, suffering a lot, spending a lot of years behind bars just because of a crime they didn't commit. Thank you for watching, and may you subscribe if this content resonates with you. Let's do more videos on the Black American race, the black race, so that we get justice. Thank you so much, my African brothers in the diaspora, and thank you so much, my countrymen. Thank you so much, my continent men, the guys who have stood with me and this channel. Thank you so much. Salute you guys.